Hey everybody, your friend and mine, Mr. E. Somewhere in Alaska, somewhere in time. I'm working again this summer in the tourism industry as a driver guide and for a small company. Once again, I meet people from all over the world who have come to Alaska because they want to. Beautiful people and the beautiful scenery. The beautiful air, the beautiful temperature. Everything is beautiful in its own way. What a job I have. Wow, am I thankful. Now, I'm a little in trouble with my wife because I didn't catch very many fish. I caught some hooligan, I caught some salmon, but there's problems involved. And I'm not sure how much more work there is this summer. You know, it's getting to be towards the end of August. So things are changing. I'm going to make it. You know, and I'm concerned for everybody that's out there driving in this industry. Oh, the professional drivers, they're good. The other drivers, they're so bad. They're worse than the animals. Now, people hit animals. Well, we don't need to talk about that, but the way they drive, wow. Head on a swivel. You have to pay attention. When I was a school teacher, when I was a school teacher, I told the kids, listen, you're going to be driving someday, and you have to not only pay attention for yourself, but you got to pay attention for everybody else that's not paying attention. They're not paying attention. Please pay attention. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. Wow. And I got the day off. So on my day off, I might go driving. Oh, I could drive to my secret blueberry patch today on such a gorgeous day. What else would I do? Wash dishes, pick up garbage, get organized, pay bills. I could do that. Oh, I could go pay my property taxes, which is the whole reason I'm working. Okay, take a deep breath. Wow. The whole reason I'm working is to pay my property taxes. Oh, I hope I have money left over to fix my leaking roof. Hey, you should see my list. Well, wait. No, I quit keeping a list because it's upsetting to keep a list. I'd rather keep a list of all the beautiful things and Sigh. Play the guitar, play the piano, go, play for people who can't get outside. Met a saxophone player the other day at the rehab place. They're the only place that has never asked me to calm down. They asked me to quit playing in Chitna at Tom's Tavern. They asked me to quit playing at Lowell Point during the weekly potluck. The guy said, "You're playing too loud." So I turned my amp off. And then he said, after I was playing with the amp off, he said, "You're still playing too loud." And there was people right in front of me having a good time. And I told this kid, I said, "You won't ever have to tell me that again." I left. Wow. The people were having a good time. They told me, So we're not talking about young people because, I'm so sorry. The young people that I meet have been damaged by the fear. They've been damaged by fear. They've been damaged by, "Oh, you can't say that." Really? I've been told to quit singing by young people who they didn't like my singing. When I went, "Ooh, baby, I love you when." They didn't like it. They thought, that was inappropriate. I think I sang, "She's a brick house." They didn't like that either. I got young people that will not sit in the right front seat. I got a right front seat in my van, my beautiful vans that I drive. Right front seat. I can only get old guys to sit there, and some ladies too. The ones that, might throw up in the back of the bus, where it's bouncing so much. Hey, it's Alaska. These are Alaskan roads. There's frost heaves. And I've learned the correct speed to get the correct amount of air on the frost heaves without losing control of the van. But don't tell my boss. And I have a record on the roundabouts, but that's a private car. Okay, it's a private car. And I have so far the world's record on my road on a sled, 28 miles an hour, documented. But I shouldn't reveal any more because I don't want to get in trouble. Anyway, it's a beautiful day today. Wow. Please come to Alaska. That was a song. Then there's the song, "One Lane Tunnel, take me home to the place I belong, not in Whittier, Alaska. I ain't no mountain marmot. Take me home, one lane tunnel. Almost hell in Whittier, Alaska. Ugly buildings, black bears in the city. Life is cold there, colder with a breeze. Colder than the glaciers, colder than your freezer. One lane tunnel, take me home. Anyway, you get the idea. I hear the train horn in the morning when I should be sleeping. Makes me sad to think about my wife so far away. Oh. Anyway, there's more, but I don't want to ruin it for you. You know, John Denver came to Alaska. Yep. Anyway, it's my day off, so better make use of it. Maybe I should shave. Maybe I should eat. Wow. Should we talk about all the tour bus drivers and their eating habits and their exercise habits? Well, now there's one. Fast Eddie. Fast Eddie's awesome. I tried to promote him to Wild Eddie, but he refused. What? Wait. I got a squirrel. Wait. Hey. Oh, it's Jaybird. Hey, Jaybird. Hey, Jaybird. Hey. They're all beggars. Man, they're beggars. No. They're all beggars. You know, they pretend to be so, oh, Kate, you see how hungry I am? So I put peanuts out every day. Man, excuse me, peanuts from Costco. Roasted, unsalted peanuts. I put them out. I could feed the jaybirds off my kneecap. Certainly, you know, off my shoe, off my, you know, I could, in my hand. And, and the squirrel, oh. The squirrel lives in the ceiling above my roof. You know, above my ceiling. So he was stashing all the peanuts under the porch. I have outdoor wood porch, you know. I don't have it nailed down because, anyway, different story. But it's not nailed down. So, but squirrel was storing all the peanuts under the porch, and then a certain black bear, local black bear, he's got a name. Not really, you know, it's not appropriate to repeat. He's got a name. Anyway, he found the squirrel stash of peanuts under the porch. So he tore up the porch and got down there in the peanuts, man. He gorged himself on the peanuts, and that squirrel was mad. So, but, you know, a lot of them are going to waste. They're rotting. So maybe bears don't get sick. They eat everything. Anyway, that's a different topic. So for now, I better quit talking because I need to take the day off talking. But okay. Happy trails. Thank you much.
It's just like your shoelace, and you'll be even better set. For all you folks who are below 90 pounds, however, we have a special life jacket just for you. I unfortunately can't demonstrate it as it's just a little bit too small for me. But essentially, your head will go through this hole here at the top, and you'll put that ringing clasp method.